Well, welcome to Game 2 here of our WCTV Game of the Week. The Franklin Rebels and Ravenwood Raptors tip off here tonight. Paul Brees here and Jake Ray bringing you the action of game number 2 and our starting lineups for tonight's contest. Ravenwood comes in with a 13-10 record, 4-3 in the district. Has Ben Stanek, John Coles, Matthew Haley, Brandon Jones, and Joey Barnes, number 33. Keep your eye on him. And the Raptors are coached by Patrick Whitlock. The previous matchup between these two teams had Franklin winning 58-47 at Ravenwood. So you see Joey Barnes right there, going to be the guy that's going to get a lot of attention by the Rebels. As here with our starting lineups for the Rebels: Ben Hageman, Colson Patton, Hunter Nelson, Garrison Matthews, and Kyle Tackett. And the Rebels are coached by longtime head coach Jay Johnson. They come in at 15-8, 4-3 on the season. Jake, first chance to see both these two teams. You're going to see kind of a little more fast-paced game. Hopefully you're ready.
I hope I'm ready too. The girls' game was a great game. It was close. Looks like the last time these boys faced off, it was a close game. Hope to see some good action tonight.
Well, you're going to see a lot of things by Coach Whitlock to get the ball to Joey Barnes. And on the flip side, Ben Hageman has been kind of the new go-to guy, I guess, for the Rebels. Number 52 getting the start. Last time we had Franklin, Jake, Ben Hageman was not a starter, and so now he's had a couple of games where he went 21, 19, and 16, so you got to put him in.
Ride that hot hand.
Absolutely. So you're going to get a chance to see these two student sections in action as well. And as the tip is going to be controlled by Ravenwood, and here we go. As going to be John Coles, the senior guard, 5'9", leading the way. And Barnes being guarded way out by Hageman. Great defense by Patton. And created the turnover, Jake.
Yeah, I thought the ball was tipped there. The ref saw it a different way. Over and back call there.
Well, Patton. And I believe if he had a mismatch out there, Jake, Kyle Tackett, 34. Oh, here comes Barnes on the steal. And 6'8", Barnes takes it. Rebound by number 13, Jones. He misses. And just a lot of tiddlywinks going on up there.
Looked like a popcorn machine.
Yeah. Well, there's Tackett. Well, they're going to try to feed Hageman.
Here we go, big boys.
If it is going to be a battle. Hunter Nelson rains in the three to give the Rebels the early lead. There goes a 1-2-1-1, and the turnover's going to have, well, Barnes tracks it down. Coles skips it. The Raptors still doing a great job defensively, or excuse me, the Rebels.
Foul before the shot.
Well, Hageman on the foul, his first. There's Barnes. You catch it that deep. Jake, it's going to be pretty hard to stop.
That was deep.
We'll see a lot of motion set run by the Rebels. See if they can ISO kind of a 4-out look. As Hageman, Kyle Tackett on the rebound, and it's blocked by Coles and Haley. Kind of take Barnes out of the equation, Jake. You got a pretty small team out there for Ravenwood. And so the Rebels are going to have to play really good help side so they don't get isolated. I think Haley may have gotten bumped right there. What do you think?
Yeah, it looked like a foul to me, too. He made a nice drive there from the wing, and there were 3 or 4 white shirts around him, so maybe the ref thought he made a poor decision, and he didn't get bailed out.
The Rebels do a nice job reversing. Nelson
Sure
on the
did.
curl cut. And that's 5 for Nelson,
Yeah.
5-2.
The assist by Patton there from the wing looked good.
Oh, and I tell you what, that's Coach Johnson's worst nightmare for the Rebels to get Hageman in foul trouble. That's 2 for him. And Zach Bacon is going to have to check in at the 4:52 mark here in the first quarter.
Tell you, Barnes, he's looking aggressive when he gets that ball. He's driven to the basket twice now from way out. He sets the screen there for the 3.
Wow, and a nice rebound. And gather.
Jones.
They just can't buy a basket. Coach Whitlock over there is just kind of staying calm, cool, and collected on the Ravenwood bench. Haley with the ball. He's going to drive. Barnes in the paint. He's going to do it again. He loses control. And I tell you what, that ticky-tack foul on Hageman, but they let him play down there on the Ravenwood side of the ball.
They did.
There comes Haley. Going to try to challenge Matthews. Oh, and the charge taken by Hunter Nelson.
It was a nice baseline move. It looks like he just left his feet a little too soon, and Nelson slid under there and made a nice play.
Well, Critchlow coming in for Matthews. Henry coming in for Patton. So the bench is a little deeper, Jake, on the Franklin side.
Yeah, he's already played eight players already in this first quarter.
Well, it's hard to try to get in the paint when you got a 6'8" guy standing there ready to put it back in your face. They got a mismatch big time, and they got to find Barnes quick. And Barnes, you know, he has got that tape on his shoulder, man. I think he's done something. Excuse me, Jake, and I think he's done something down there.
He has. He's hurting down there.
And Tackett finishes, and Barnes acts like maybe that shoulder's out of socket,
Yeah,
maybe dislocated. And
it looks like it might be a little dislocation there. A reoccurring injury.
well, that is a huge blow
Yeah.
for Ravenwood, who just seems lost without their leader, Joey Barnes.
Yeah, and Coach Johnson's probably breathing a sigh of relief now with Hageman with 2 fouls.
Right.
He's saying, whoo, we might have just missed a big.
And Tackett to Nelson off the steal. It's a 9-2 game. And a nice pass and finish, 23, Jonathan Allen, 6'3", senior forward. Nelson's going to light it up again, but that's just off.
If I'm Nelson, though, I'm shooting it again. He's had a hot first quarter. He's got at least 7 that I know of.
Up coming in for Tackett is Carter Bills, 32. And this 1-2-1-1 has really created some difficult situations.
And
It
it
was blocked by
continues to.
somebody. Henry pushing the action. Well, that offensive series.
It looked patient
Jake?
for a minute,
Absolutely.
and then it kind of fell apart.
Well, just about the 2-minute mark here in the first quarter. The Rebels lead 9-4. As John Coles is going to take control here. And now Ravenwood may go out with a little 5-out motion. Jake now without their post guy, Joey Barnes. Not a bad move by
Just couldn't
Coles,
finish,
just
yeah.
missed it. Turnover by Patton.
Franklin just gives it right back.
Oh, gonna run a set here.
You know, you mentioned Barnes went out and they've lost their inside presence. They still keep wanting to go inside, though. They've turned it over each of the last two possessions. Nice move.
Nice job by Bills in the post. That's going to extend the lead 11-4. Under a minute here in the first quarter.
There it is.
And a nice cut by Brandon Jones. So about 30 seconds left. Patton's going to reset here. 20 seconds in the first quarter. Henry's going to pull the three, in and out. Bills got plenty of time. 5 seconds.
Ball's deflected.
Still, Patton's got plenty of time. He can dribble once. Oh. Nope. That's going to do it here. First quarter of our WCTV boys game of the week as the Franklin Rebels lead the Ravenwood Raptors 12-6.
A lot of action there at the end of that quarter, that's for sure.
Well, I'm sorry. Check that, 11-6. So scoring-wise, what do we have on?
Hunter Nelson had a great first quarter there offensively for Franklin. He's got 7 points in the first quarter, outscoring Ravenwood by himself.
Well, if you had to recap it, I would assume that the battle of the big man has kind of gone south as Hageman for Franklin's picked up 2 fouls, and Barnes for Ravenwood looks like he re-aggravated that shoulder, but he is sitting on the bench, and he's well, he's really
looks like he's in less pain than what he was, but
yeah,
he doesn't look
absolutely.
like he's ready to come back in anytime soon.
But one more blow and that may just shut it down. And Barnes, you see right there, once you get it in your head that something's bothering you, you'll mess with it. You'll try to find a comfort zone, and any way you can get it to ease the pain. And Coach Whitlock is just saying, let me know.
Yeah.
Can you go? Oh, and they found Bills underneath. And I believe it almost looked like he traveled right before he shot it. But
those feet looked a little active. You know, there was a shooter in the corner here, 14, I believe. Patton was open in the corner. They missed him. But they got the foul. Here we are at the free throw line. Chance for 2 points.
And that's going to be Haley's second. And Bills is going to bury it. Now Barnes is going to come back into the game. We'll have to keep your eye out on him throughout this next quarter. It's just, you know, kind of grimacing every time he moves it. And any kind of.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a dice roll here.
Yeah, absolutely.
But they're trying to seize the opportunity with Hageman on the bench, you know.
And Bill's really muscling him a little bit. And a nice basket at 22. Fishback. Critchlow's going to take it in. And he just runs over Fishback.
I think
Or check that 30. Is that 32? Stadnick.
Stadnick.
I'm sorry.
Chris Stadnick.
Well, Stadnick he gets plowed over. Joe Critchlow, Jake, the starting quarterback for Franklin.
That's why I know that name.
Critchlow's going to bury this free throw, extend the lead to 14-8. Well, turnover by Barnes again. Let's see if he comes back and that Patton goes in, and Colson Patton puts his first two on the board. Well, the hustle down play by Allen. That's going to be tipped out of bounds by Henry.
It's a robust Franklin student section right there in front of us.
Yeah. Absolutely. Jacob, the cameraman here, time to yell at a couple of them. Get out of the way. Woo. Nice move there by Jonathan Allen. And he took Matthews off the dribble. Allen with the basket.
I think he likes that matchup out there. He feels he has an advantage on the defender.
Matthews pulling it up deep. Nelson with the rebound, and that's long. Here we go again. Well, you try to go to that left hand. He's got to put the arm up.
He's touching it right where he was just touching it right then. I've never had a dislocated shoulder, but I've heard it's some pretty tough pain.
Yeah. Whoa.
A little gamble there.
Yeah.
It worked out okay for a
nice
second.
hustle play by
Jonathan Allen.
Jonathan Allen, you're exactly right.
He's really active right now.
So on the floor for Ravenwood, Ryan Nelson, Jonathan Allen, Joey Barnes, Joe Allen, and Ben Stadnick. A lot of seniors on the floor for the Raptors. Patton, Nelson, Henry, Tackett, and Matthews. A nice post move by Tackett, just couldn't finish.
See if the Raptors can get Barnes a touch here.
Allen for three, and he drains it, cuts the lead. Only up by three are the Rebels. Nelson, he sees 6'8" Barnes right there. And Matthews wanted to take a shot at it, and that didn't pay out for him.
You know, you might want to keep driving to the middle right now with Barnes. Maybe not 100% right now.
Back at the short jumper.
You know, right now the Rebels look comfortable with anybody shooting the ball. They're passing it around. There's not just one guy they're going to. It looks like everybody's shooting.
Henry with a nice play. Patton on the steal. Just like that, back to 7. 4 minutes and 20 seconds and counting here in the second quarter. Well, tipped out of bounds.
If they're running the same out-of-bounds set they did earlier. No, doesn't look like it.
Better hurry. Allen. Barnes is going to finish that and one. I believe Nelson gets him from behind. Into the game, Coles comes in for Joe Allen, who just hit the big 3 for Ravenwood. Now Barnes is going to try to convert the three-point play old school style. And he does.
He does.
But Jake, not a bad free throw shot by big 6'8" Joey Barnes.
Not a bad release at all. That baseline move there is nice.
Yeah. Well, tremendous job, Jake. They opened it up. They did have a post player. They brought him out. And there was no help side. And Colson Patton took advantage of that.
He sure did. He finished strong. Try to convert the three-point play here.
Stadnick picks up the foul.
That's good.
Now Patton matches Barnes's and one.
Oh, little half-court trap there.
Yep. No, they got it. Big rebound, Barnes. Allen keeps it alive and sends it back in. Oh, 6'8" to 6'3".
Jonathan
6'3" jumps like he's 6'8".
Yes, he does. He is very active tonight.
That's short. Taylor tracks it down. Oh, Matthews wanted to pull the trigger.
Cal Tackett looking very aggressive there with the ball.
Oh, and the turnover by Tackett. Trying to hit Max Taylor.
Ravenwood broke that one up. They got a read on that play quickly. They're able to get a hand up.
I think it was scouted very well. And Barnes looks for something. Backdoor cut.
My goodness.
Right there, Ryan Nelson. And he's going to hit the basket. Now they're cut it to 3. Last time we said that, we had a 4-point run. And no contact, no foul. Wow, Hunter Nelson. He got bumped around like a pinball, and there was no call. On the
For
floor.
our younger viewers, pinball is a...
Yeah, I'm sorry. Excuse me. It's not an Xbox game.
It's not an Xbox game.
Critchlow sets his feet. And tracked down by Nelson for the Raptors. And now Ravenwood has a chance to tie.
If I'm the Raptors, I'm getting Joe Allen a touch here. Not Jonathan Allen, 23 there.
Absolutely. Joe Allen, number 3, did hit a big three-pointer.
He did.
So there's a foul on number 10, Critchlow. Now here comes another athletic young man, Brandon Jones. He's listed at 6'4".
Looking to get Nelson a shot there.
That is a nice shot.
I see why.
Nelson, the senior. Again, I'm waiting for Coach Johnson to pull the trigger, maybe bring Hageman back in.
He's comfortable with the close game right now, I guess. Keeping him on the bench, and the other boys are stepping up.
Again, really no post presence. Tackett, 34. He'll go inside if he needs to, but everybody else with the 5 out.
Like to
Passing
face up.
cut. It's a bad spot for Critchlow to be in. Wow.
He made the most of it.
Nice job, Critchlow.
It's his first basket of the night.
.117, second quarter. Nelson on the run, in and out. Great rebound by Matthews. And they are going to call it.
Paul, looks like they called an offensive foul there. Excessive swinging of the arms. I know they're serious about the elbows.
Yeah.
I know they're serious about that.
Got to be very fortunate that one of those elbows didn't catch somebody in the face.
Yeah.
So that's kind of a player protection kind of thing. Somebody gets dragged down. Double foul. I believe they're going to call it on Bacon and Barnes. As now you're going to see some of the stranger calls that we've had on Williamson County Game of the Week.
The double foul situation here,
Barnes
right?
picks up a cheap one with a minute left. It's unfortunate because they'd love to have him on the offensive end right here.
Absolutely.
Oh, they missed. Nelson, pretty sweet shot.
And Nelson's got a lot of confidence right now coming off the bench.
Less than a minute. Henry going to try to settle things down here. Again, Zach Bacon for the Rebels right here, 44. Probably the true post player, but he's going to stay out. They're going to really spread this defense out.
Ravenwood not have a mental lapse on defense here for the last 25 seconds. Franklin protect the ball.
Well, less than 10. Here comes the set play. Three seconds. The three. And count it. And we are going into halftime, Jake. All knotted up at 25.
What a shot by John Coles there off the dribble. A pull up from deep.
Well, the set play didn't work out. The Raptors took advantage of the turnover. The three ball ties it up for our halftime here. Tied up at 25, and we'll bring you second half action right after this.
My name is Ethan, and this is my book, Stories of the Clone Wars Adventure. I chose this book because it has lots of action and funny parts in it. And one day my mom just got this for me, and I liked it. I think lots of people would like this because it has lots of fighting and action and a lot of cool stuff in it.
Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here for our second game of our WCTV Game of the Week. Paul Brees and Jake Ray bringing you the action here at Franklin High School. The Rebels and Raptors knotted at 25. Jake, I mean, statistically speaking, who are some of the guys we should look at?
Well, Jonathan Allen did a great job for Ravenwood, bringing a little bit of offense for them. They struggled in the first quarter to score. They only had 6 points after the first quarter. They ended up putting up 19 in the second quarter to tie it up at 25. So look for him to keep going with his hot hand. Franklin, on the other hand, very balanced all the way around. Hunter Nelson had a great first quarter, had 7 points in the first quarter. Didn't really see much of him in the second quarter, had other guys step up. And that's why we're knotted up at 25 right now.
Well, it's going to be interesting to see. We had Ben Hageman for Franklin out with 2 fouls early in the first quarter. Took him out, sat the whole second quarter as Coach Whitlock was very fortunate. Kind of dodged a bullet right there. Now Hageman back, Joey Barnes back, as he kind of got nicked up with a shoulder there. And we'll see how, the big body of Hageman banging him around. He can push Barnes out of there pretty quick and tack it on the rebound on the missed shot. As the student section's starting to get a little rowdy.
Here they go.
On a nice steal, good play by Barnes. Haley, the trail. And one. Oh, Brandon Jones on the finish. I believe that may have been on Hageman.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that's Hageman. That's 3. And Hageman scoreless in the game, as he has had 3 or 4 straight double-digit games. And heading back to the bench goes Hageman. And knocking down the finish was Jones.
Yeah, Jones completed the 3-point play.
Well, Tackett taking it off the dribble, gets foul.
Tackett will step to the line for the first time tonight. He's been aggressive a couple times going into the hoop. This time it pays off with some free throw attempts.
Yeah, and senior, just signed with, I believe, maybe it's called St. Xavier College in Chicago, an NAIA school.
Okay.
And so he's going to take his talents to the next level. So Ravenwood up by 1. Stadnick in trouble.
It's a bad place to be.
Yeah, absolutely. And Patton decides, here, I'll take it. I'm off to the races. Pull up by Tackett.
It's like Tackett's come out in this second half and decided he's going to be a little bit more aggressive on the offensive end. He's got 6 points now.
I'll tell you what, I'd almost like to see Jonathan Allen back in the game. 23.
If I'm Ravenwood, I'm getting him in.
Well, I'll tell you what, though, Brandon Jones with a great athletic move.
I'm sure the coach sees their game styles as very similar.
Yeah. Haley with the rebound.
Jones and Allen, that is.
There's the double, and great pass. And now Haley steps out for the 3 and drains it. Matthew Haley, the junior, and that's the biggest lead tonight by Ravenwood. And this is interesting to see Joey Barnes guarding Zach Bacon. If I was Joey Barnes and Zach Bacon caught it, I would just stay in the paint, as Bacon really not a offensive threat, a nice big body. Well, you can't leave him open. Hunter Nelson Barnes with the rebound, but luckily gets tapped out to Stadnick.
Cole sets the offense for the Raptors.
Attack it, great play. Allen's gonna, or Barnes, excuse me, gonna hustle to the floor. Oh, and he turns it over. Up. Well, Nelson turns it over. Now Ravenwood gets a second chance at it. Again, 4-point lead, 4 minutes in this third quarter.
Little turnover fest there for a minute. Coach is going to remind them of their jersey colors.
And a nice move as Haley brings it baseline and nobody cuts him off. And this is where the Hageman could have really helped him right there. Big force in the paint.
That's 5 in a row for Haley.
Oh, wow.
The circus is in town.
Patton with the English. I didn't think that even looked close.
I think they call it language arts in school now.
Oh, was that? Oh, I got you.
Sorry.
Baseline.
I apologize.
To Barnes, the kick, and Haley, who's already hit 1 3, make it 2. And a great pass. You got to give Barnes credit, the big 6'8" fella seeing the floor.
He is seeing the floor very well. Had a backdoor pass he made earlier.
Well, here comes a plethora of subs. I tell you, I like this Ryan Nelson, number 2 for Ravenwood. He had a pretty productive.
He had a nice stretch in the second quarter there.
Along with Allen.
And here
and
he is.
Steal, there he is.
Right on cue.
And there's Bacon on the foul as Nelson. Now, I will tell you, Jake, I don't know if you know Franklin, they are widely known for their fourth quarter comebacks.
Is that right?
It just happened as of last Tuesday. They were down to Centennial by 17 and came back and won it.
Wow.
So no lead is safe going into the fourth quarter with Franklin.
Okay.
I'm sure Coach Whitlock would like to have a 20-point lead, but Nelson is going to put it up to 9, 40-31, 2:56. And counting here in the third quarter.
With Hageman out, it looks like Franklin is very content running 5 out.
Well, they don't really have a shooter. And Zach Bacon's going to.
You almost had to eat some crow there for a second.
Oh, and Henry almost had the and one, but yeah.
Good pump fake.
Bacon would have made me look bad, but. Tackett comes out with that rebound. Makes a great pass to Henry, and Henry shooting 2.
It's his first time at the line tonight.
Oh. Henry, normally a pretty good shooter. As Coach Johnson pulls Bacon out, gets Carter Bills in the game.
See if you get a little arch on this shot. It was a little flat on the first one.
There's Henry. Cuts it to 8, 2:30 here in the third quarter for WCTV Game of the Week. Paul Brees and the coach, Jake Ray.
That sounded professional.
That was, all the money we're getting paid. Nelson, the spin move. I'm telling you, he looks good.
He does look good.
As Ryan Nelson, what's he got, Coach?
He's got 6. He's been active on defense. He's handled the ball. He's done a lot of other things other than just score.
Now Joey Barnes is going to have to be a little more active on defense. Bill's more of a shooter, but give credit to Critchlow taking it in as Barnes had to go out and play Carter Bills on the wing. Not a bad substitute here as Coach Whitlock may give Barnes a rest for the rest of the quarter. And it's not like Brandon Jones is. He's
Yeah.
been playing really well.
Been playing really well.
And Tackett has attacked the boards here in the second half.
He has. He's got a mentality right now of get inside that lane and do something. He hit a jump shot earlier. It was inside the lane. He's hit a couple layups. It's all been in that paint area. And that looked good. This will be his 4th attempt on the night from the free throw line.
Yep, right. That gives Tackett 9. Going to try to get into double digits here. That's 10.
He's perfect from the free throw line tonight, 4 for 4.
Ho, 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 ho. Oh, man. They were ready to tee him up. And the charge by
Mr. Coles.
Mr. Coles.
He made a great move, 38 feet from the basket. Got a little too deep, maybe needed to get rid of that ball just a second sooner so he could stop.
Well, that's going to be his second. Now, Patton. Oh, now Critchlow. I think that may have been one for you, one for me, a makeup call. Whitlock pleaded his case on the down on his side, and I think he got one back. We got to stay out on Haley right here. He's been the guy. Oh, that's going to be. Woo-hoo-hoo. What do you think about that, Coach?
I didn't see that. I didn't see that going back to Franklin there. But you know what? No one else is making a stir on across the court there.
Well, I think Coach Whitlock said, I'm going to sit down. He's got 1 minute here in the third quarter. He's up by 8. Franklin's got a chance to cut it. Bills gets blocked in the quick foul as Coach Whitlock on the sideline just puts his hands on his head on sitting down, and he has figured out, I'm done arguing. I'm not going to win either way, so. Well, you see him right there.
Been there before.
Yeah, absolutely. So less than a minute here in the third quarter as Bills has a chance to cut it to 6. Bills has done a nice job coming in for Hageman.
He has. He's got 5 points off the bench. Knocking free throws down.
Again, no lead is safe with the Rebels as we are about to end. The third quarter is winding down. Haley's going to try to take Critchlow off the dribble. Nope. This is the matchup I like. Is right here. Nelson against Henry, but we're going to take it down again under 20. Oh, my. Nelson to finish. Carter Bills does it. Less than 5 if they can hit a shot here. Nope, just wide. And Coach Whitlock trying to ask the referee, can you move a little quicker and to get out of the way? So heading into the fourth quarter, a 10-point lead evaporates for the Raptors as Rebels cut it to 4, 42-38. What do you got here, Coach?
That was a blur there at the end. Franklin made a nice run. They're hitting all their free throws. Maybe had a couple fortunate calls go their way that quarter, but you know, that's part of the game sometimes. On Ravenwood's side, you've got to play through that. On Franklin's side, you got to take advantage of anything that goes your way.
Well, Now if you're Coach Jay Johnson and the Rebels, do you bring Hagman back in? They had a pretty good run without him. He's got 3. Of course, you know Coach Whitlock's going to bring Joey Barnes back in the game, no question about it.
Right. Let's see what he does here.
Coach Whitlock.
Hageman's in. Barnes is in.
Trying to plead his case.
Oh, he is. Or maybe he's complimenting them.
Yeah, no, you did a fantastic job. So 8 minutes remaining in this crucial contest. Again, last time Franklin put it to the Raptors in their first contest. Hageman back in. That is deep. Matthews. And Barnes rips it out. Just a cold shooting night on what normally would fall for some of these shooters, such as Nelson and Matthews. Franklin's really extending that offense, Jake.
Ooh, it looked like it might have paid off there for a second.
Oh, Patton. Yep, they're going to call timeout.
Looks like Ravenwood was scrambling there on offense for a second. And
Jay Johnson, the coach for the Rebels, was kind of trying to collect him here. And, you know, we've been in this situation before. Well,
if you're Franklin, do you change up your defense here?
Well, you know,
maybe
I don't, you know, you don't. Coach Johnson sometimes goes a 1-3-1, but we'll see here. They've stuck to the man. They've done fairly well. Now we got to. Oh, Nelson gets. Oh, and the rattle. Ryan Nelson.
It's like Hageman's made his first touch here.
Yeah. And misses.
Paul, he's just spent so much time on the bench this game, he probably has no rhythm at all.
Yeah. So that's not who you want to have out there. Just, as Haley's already come up with some big shots. Up by 6 are the Raptors with the ball. Barnes, let's see if he finishes. Hageman finally gets a stop without creating a foul. Gets it out to Nelson. Hageman in the post. Turnover. Oh, man, and here comes the run by Coles, and he throws it up, and he's going to be fouled by Nelson. Has Coles gone to the line tonight?
This will be his first attempt right here.
First points.
He's hit a 3 already tonight.
Nice shot by the senior. Got some life lessons being taught.
Maybe that's what it was.
By the referee. Well, Cole's going to try to add to the lead, make it 8, and it trickles in. So an 8-point lead, 5:38 and counting. Here in the fourth quarter of our WCTV Game of the Week. Nelson, attack it, not afraid to pull it. Barnes with the rebound. Now Barnes only 5 points, but he has picked up some big rebounds when it counts.
Ravenwood looks happy to run 20, 30 seconds off the clock each time they get it. I'm sure Coach Whitlock is well aware of those fourth quarter comebacks you were talking about earlier.
Oh, Nelson. Hageman trying to track it down. He gets it to Patton. And now, whoa, man, what a effort. As Patton's going to get it. Nice pass by Matthews. John Coles almost made a tremendous save. They got to get a shot off here. And there's a hold, I believe, on Nelson.
Away from the ball.
Away from the ball as he's trying to get it to Ryan Nelson, Hunter Nelson on the foul. And that is, what, foul number 3, Jake?
Yes, it is.
And Hunter Nelson is going to come out with 4:32 in the fourth.
Both teams are 2 fouls away from the bonus.
Oh, and Haley sets his feet, puts it in. Great call by Whitlock on the out-of-bounds play.
Haley's third 3 of the night, Paul.
And he's one of the only juniors. Barnes trying to keep it alive. Tackett reins it in. Matthews. Oh, and he runs over.
Coles took the charge there.
Absolutely, the senior.
I believe there might have been 2 Raptors down there. I think Coles and Jones both were there waiting. Coles had the better angle.
The senior Coles, 5'9".
He's played a lot of minutes tonight, too.
Wow. The referee asked for somebody to wipe it up. You'd think Coach Johnson would point at one of the younger kids at the end of the bench. Hey, go wipe the floor. Hunter Nelson gets up, cleans it up. And Hunter Nelson then throws it to the guy on the end of the bench saying, that's your job next time. Ooh. So a 9-point lead. And make it 11.
That's Barnes' first basket of the second half. You don't want to get him going this late.
No.
You know, if you're Franklin and you're down 11 with 3:45, the last thing you want you to do is the other team's best player to get going.
So Hageman and Matthews come out. Critchlow and Bills come in the game. And Barnes puts it up 12 with 3:44 here in the fourth.
Franklin made a run last time Hageman came out. See if they can do that again.
And Bills was a good reason. Now Barnes with the steal. Oh, and I think that's a foul on Patton. That's going to be 1-1, I believe, Jake.
The rest of the way. Barnes is 2 for 2 tonight on the line. Both shots have looked really good. Nice release from the big kid.
Well, short on the 1-and-1. You need that. You make a nice play defensively, up by 12. Could have been 14. And now the Rebels
trying to take advantage.
Yeah, and they are in they're in a world of hurt. Critchlow going to try to answer.
Great play.
Yeah, nice attack it. Nice job keeping it alive. And now Patton with the foul. And that is going to send, I believe, Coles to the line. 1-and-1. What's he done tonight, Jake?
Well, Well, Coles has 5 points. He's played a lot of minutes. He's 2 for 2 from the line. He's a senior. And this is where you want. This is who you want on the line, right?
Wow. 2 back-to-back 1-and-1s. No avail. No points out of it. And now. Oh. The steal. Coles, he's going to make up for it right here. No. Oh, and Nelson. Ryan Nelson on the hustle play.
Great hustle play. Didn't give up. Didn't sit there and watch his guy go to the basket.
Rich Lowe.
Rebound Jones.
Now if it gets into a running match, stay out of the way. Barnes with the finish. And the timeout by Coach Whitlock and the Raptors as they make it 14 with 2:20 left in the fourth quarter. Well, if you'd like a copy of tonight's game, give us a holler. It's 472-4032, $10 a copy. Check us out on the website, wc-tv.net. And Jake, I don't know if you know this, but there's a Facebook and a Twitter account for our WCTV.
Oh, may have some followers after tonight.
Maybe about 7, but we're working on it. We're working on it.
You know, I'll tell my friends.
There you go.
Tell their friends.
Like the pyramid scheme.
Something like that. It's not a scheme.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. Excuse me. So here we go.
A little 2-3 zone by the Raptors.
Not bad. And Nelson, he can answer pretty quick, pulling the trigger. That's Hunter Nelson. And now the hustle play by Critchlow. He's still got the 10 count going as Haley's got to get through it.
And he did pretty well.
All right, we are inside 2 minutes. Oh, Coles didn't want it. He'll hand it to Jones. Tack it on the switch. Woo-hoo!
Put the brakes on at half court, didn't he?
Wow, and the keep away is continued. 1:30. And Nelson with the foul. I'm not sure if Coles was the right guy to foul.
He
just missed a 1-1, right?
He did just miss a 1-1. He's 2 for 3. He's 2 for 3. But more importantly there, they just ran at least 25 seconds off the clock.
Well, this time he's going to get 2 no matter what.
10 fouled. We're in the double. Ravenwood's in the double bonus.
Coles is going to make that. Now the sub. Coles comes out. Defensive sub, I think. Jonathan Allen, 6'3".
Ravenwood wants contested shots and no offensive rebounds for Franklin.
Well, Henry can shoot it.
And
there's a 3. It's Coach Johnson asking for timeout and maybe a couple of calls.
Ravenwoods went to that 2-3 zone each of the last 2 possessions.
Yeah, and it's cost them 6 points.
Yeah.
Well, minute 17 here in the fourth quarter. Paul Brees and Jake Ray bringing you the action at a snow day in Williamson County. And you gotta love it. The extended weekend. All day I thought it was Saturday.
That's right. And the smiles are on the faces in this gym too of the kids, and I might spot a few county employees out there smiling around too.
Absolutely. Well, coming out of the huddles of both teams, you're going to probably see a press here, Jake, by Franklin.
You've got to. You've got to be extra aggressive for the next minute 17.
It's going to be Jones to inbound. Haley is got it. He is going to be fouled.
This will be Jones's second trip to the line. He's 1 of 1. He had a three-point play earlier. If you're Franklin, I don't know who you foul tonight. Ravenwood shot very well from the line tonight.
Yeah, even Barnes.
Barnes shot well.
Wow, I tell you who I foul. That knuckleball right there just showed me that.
You can win a Cy Young Award with one.
Absolutely,
but,
yeah, absolutely.
But it may not be the best for a free throw.
And here we go again. Got a little rotation on that. That helped out. It's going to cut it to, or extend it to 11.
So now if you're Franklin, you just want to basket quick.
Yep.
Ravenwood scores 1. You go down and score at least 2.
Well, Franklin's got no bigs in the game. They're going all guards.
Ravenwood's back to man-to-man now. They didn't like the way that zone was working. Still looking for the outside shot. Don't know if they have to have the outside shot, but that's why he's got the little guys in.
It's going to be a
nice tip out by
Haley. Wow, it was good hustle by Coles to track it down.
How about the tip out there by Haley? He knew he wasn't grabbing that rebound. He just punched it all the way down the floor to his end of the court.
Well, a nice call by Coach Woodlock and the Raptors to go back to man.
Yeah, there was not an easy shot that time for Franklin.
So we're under a minute. Henry, the 2. As they cut it to 9 with 45.8 seconds left. Well, we got to mention, Jake, that this is really not your first appearance on TV.
Oh, goodness.
Big winner on Wheel of Fortune. And what year was that?
That happened late in 2010.
How did that all come about? Is this a short story?
It's a long story.
Oh, okay.
They were like auditions for almost like a TV show kind of thing, you know. Like
in Kentucky?
No, well, it was in Southern Illinois.
Okay.
Really close by. And went through a couple of rounds of auditions. Got to go out to L.A. and be on the show, and some fortune came my way. It was fun.
Well, there we go.
It was a blast.
And you are not a language arts teacher.
I am not a language
arts teacher. You're a math teacher.
That's why you keep asking me for numbers.
Yeah. Wow, that was very close.
Yeah, Franklin liked that positioning there, getting him in the corner.
Well, Nelson is going to go to the line. Ryan Nelson.
He's had a nice game tonight. He's 2 for 3 from the line. Got 10 points off the bench. Pretty confident stroke.
Yep. So that's 11. That's going to extend it to 10-point game, 42.7 seconds.
Franklin's got to score on every possession the rest of the way, right?
You got to do it quick.
You got to do it quick.
Got 3 timeouts left. I mean, that one really wouldn't make a difference with 11. So I assume Ravenwood is going to trap on everything as Haley tips it out of bounds. You know, you switch on everything. You just don't let anybody beat you with a 3. Go ahead and let them have the 2. 32.8 seconds.
Make sure you don't foul.
And Henry just throws it up, and your favorite shooter, Brandon Jones, going to the line. What's Brandon Jones?
Well,
the knuckleballer.
He is 2 for 3 from the line. More impressively to me, I've seen him actively on the glass tonight. That's how he stood out to me.
Yeah. Ooh. Somehow it goes in. That's going to be another, and I tell you what.
That one got a few people to stand up and leave their seats right there.
Absolutely. So 13-point lead, 30 seconds on the mark left in this contest. Max Taylor going to hit a 2 and a timeout by Coach Johnson. And next week, our WCTV Game of the Week will be at Indy. As it is crunch time as the district play wraps up. The district tournament is going to be played at Hillsborough High School. So you want to finish in the top 4 in the district tournament, get a shot at the region, and then from there it's all about luck, kind of like Wheel of Fortune, to make it to your next step. But you didn't have luck, man. That was all skill.
Yeah, I don't know about all that. So these teams came in tied, 4 and 3 in the district.
We got to throw it. Yep. Timeout.
That was at about 4.8 seconds, I'm guessing.
Yeah. Coach Whitlock, he's ready to hit the door. He's put the jacket back on and buttoned it up. He's ready to go. Now, what was the now in the old Wheel of Fortune days? If you won, you stuck around it, right? Or is it just a one show and done?
It's one and done here.
So you got the big. You got to go to the last.
Yeah, I did.
What was the big thing in the envelope, right? Did they have the big prize at the end?
An envelope, yeah. You want to know what it was?
Well, I mean, it's a spoiler alert either way.
Yeah. It was $35,000 in the.
Wow.
Yeah.
What was the final clue?
The category was thing.
That doesn't tell me a whole lot.
No. And the puzzle was patio awning.
Wow.
Yeah. It was something else.
The awning.
It was a Teachers Week edition.
Ah.
Yeah, so I was there with a lot of teachers, and every puzzle was something about school. And then they threw me this curveball at the end.
Patio awning.
Patio awning.
There's not any at schools.
And I have no idea where that came from. So that might have been the luck. Or maybe that was a skill. I don't know. Barnes throws it.
Oh, my goodness.
Deep.
And that hits the ceiling. Barnes, not the quarterback on the football team. He's 6'8". And he hits the ceiling. And Coach Whitlock is like, really?
He said, I know you're tall, but come on, man.
Almost knocked off some old volleyball stuck in the rafters up here. They're going to.
Franklin needs quick baskets. They got one.
Why would you foul? And they do foul, and that is going to be 54-63 with a free throw pending. And Coach Whitlock is like, really? We did so well. I mean, here comes Matthews.
That's just the 16th foul of Ravenwood. They played some stellar defense in the second half. Nelson will go back to the line where he's 4 of 5.
Well, Nelson as Coach Johnson. Looks and sees Nelson just continue to hit free throws. He's got 15, right?
He's got at least 15.
Here we go, less than 20 seconds. Patton.
Quick baskets.
Nelson, the 3, got it.
You know, we've seen crazy things happen in sports, that's for sure. 13.8 makes me think of Reggie Miller a few years ago when he scored,
Yeah.
what was it, 10, 11 points in about 8 seconds on his own. We're going to need to see something like that for Franklin to get a W here. Coach Whitlock saying, throw it to our end of the court. Is he saying get it to the corner again?
He may either say hit Nelson, just don't hit the ceiling.
Just don't hit the ceiling again.
And if you're Ravenwood, you can run the baseline. Coles with the foul, 12.7.
Well, Coles is 4 of 5.
Coach Ray, I do know this. We haven't eaten dinner yet. Getting a little hungry.
Where's a good place to eat around here?
I can't say because we're not sponsored. Did I save myself, Creed? Woo. All right. Well, trading 2s for 3s. If you had about 10 more minutes, you'd be in good shape. But with 12.7 seconds, I just don't think it's enough. Down to 1 timeout. Whoops. That's old school PE right there. Henry. Max Taylor. Matthews, and that'll do it as the Raptors improve to 5-3 in the district. Franklin drops to 4-4, 67-58. Jake Ray, did you have fun?
Man, I had a blast.
All right.
I hate to wish ill will upon your other partner.
We're going to give a shout out to Matt. Hopefully he's feeling a little better with the flu, but we're glad to have you. So for our WCTV Game of the Week for Paul Brees and Jake Ray, we will see you next week down at Indy as the final score here, Ravenwood 67, Franklin 58.